Hi, and welcome to the Relational Team Development online training course for Relational Team Development Facilitators. I'm Samantha Monson. I'm a clinical psychologist and I've worked in primary care for over 10 years. I also was the related facilitator for its piloting. Oh yeah, we refer to Relational Team Development by its acronym, RELATED. Related is a 16-week intervention that draws on methods from practice facilitation and psychology supervision in order to help practices make change, specifically to help them adopt more evidence-based and team-based models of care, such as integrating behavioral health into primary care. Like practice facilitation, it addresses the practical challenges of practice change. It also tackles the more subtle emotional and social factors that can really make or break practice change, especially over time. We consider our methods for addressing these more subtle social and emotional factors the secret sauce of Related. And who better to deliver this secret sauce than people like you? Behavioral health providers who have worked in primary care are ideally positioned to become Related facilitators. Admittedly, however, this is a heavy lift. It requires 3 basic steps. First, you need to have some base knowledge in practice facilitation. If you already have a background in practice facilitation, you should be set. If you don't, we'll offer some resources for you to get this background knowledge. This background knowledge is essential before the online training course and is a prerequisite. After you complete that, you can start this online training course. That's step number 2. Its completion in its entirety is the next thing that you need to do to get yourself on the path to becoming a Related facilitator. The final step is that when you first do Related with a practice, you also engage with our online mentoring program to help you acquire these new skills with the support that is needed to really be successful. At the completion of the online mentoring program, you are certified as a Related facilitator. We feel there is a real and unique value to Related in its entirety and to have people go through these steps. And we certainly hope that people will do this and then start facilitating Related with practices. However, even if you're not a behavioral health provider or you don't think that you'll be going through all 3 of these steps to become a full and certified Related facilitator, we still feel that there is value in the contents of this online training course. For example, if you're a quality improvement coach working with practices, there are many tools that could enhance your skill set to be successful and help practices be successful too. If you're a primary care provider, there are many things that you can learn through the online training course that can help enhance your care with patients who bring the most complex challenges. So feel free to use all or part of this course in whatever way best meets your needs. We hope organizations using Related will be sending people like you to complete these requirements, either all 3 to become a full certified Related facilitator, or even pieces as part of your job. And we are also positioning it for continuing education credit. Your role as a Related facilitator calls on similar skills to the role that you have had in primary care. You will work with interdisciplinary team members to enhance their care of complex patients. You will also develop trusting relationships with them, come to understand their strengths and challenges, and share your expertise. These are things that you already know how to do. Additionally, the flexibility that is really required when you work in primary care will come in very handy as you adapt to your new role as a Related facilitator. We truly think that you're ideally positioned to be successful in this new role. Each person will enter the course with varying degrees of comfort across the myriad content areas. We encourage you to take control of your own learning experience. If you're very familiar with something, feel free to spend less time on it. If something is newer or feels more challenging, lean into it. We help you with this by offering a tailor your learning section in each unit. This provides resources that can help you get background information if the material is newer, or extension information if you want to go further with the content. So for each unit, you'll be spending a different amount of time. If it feels very simple, something that you've already mastered, 15 minutes is enough. If it's more challenging and something that's newer, you may want to spend up to an hour. Just feel free to go at your own pace. Before we get started, let's walk through the outline of the course. And to do this, let's go into Canvas together. The course is broken down into a pre-course activity followed by 4 required sections, and then concluding with a description of the online mentoring that would certify you to facilitate related. Each required section of the course contains modules, and each module contains units. So here you can see the welcome, the pre-course competency check, the 4 sections, and finally the mentoring section at the end. If we open up one of the sections, you'll see that it is broken down into the modules, and those modules are further broken down into units. Let's look at some of this in a bit more depth. Right now we're here in the welcome. Before you start the course, you'll do the pre-course competency check on practice facilitation basics. This is the self-check to confirm that you have the prerequisite practice facilitation knowledge and skills that you'll need as a related facilitator. If you find you are deficient in any area, you'll be directed to a great resource to buff up your knowledge and skills. Once you have successfully completed this self-check, you'll be ready to start the course. The course is designed to be completed sequentially. The first section of the course teaches you all about related. You'll learn where related came from and what it is from internal medicine physician Dr. Danielle Loeb. She'll share her story as a primary care provider who experienced the perils of practice change and came out on the other side with her idea for related. Related has 2 main components, coaching and a quality improvement project called the Practice Change Activity Team, or PCAT. She'll explain these and other core concepts of related. The next section of the course teaches you all about the coaching component of related. This will build on what you already know about providing consultation to PCPs and other interdisciplinary team members to help you be effective in this role as a related facilitator. The next section of the course teaches you all about the PCAT. Remember, that's the quality improvement project that is called the Practice Change Activity Team, or PCAT. This will build on what you already know about practice facilitation to guide the team through a practice change. As the team implements this change, you will be using your group clinical skills to help them improve their team dynamics. The final required section of the course presents case studies of related in action. It brings all your new knowledge together. The course pages for each of the required sections follow the same basic structure, so you can easily keep track of where you are. Let's go into one now to take a look. We're going to go into here, the coaching section. And under the coaching framework, we will go to the constructive feedback section. Each unit starts with a brief overview and learning objectives, or what you'll learn. Consistent with adult learning theory, the content of each course page is designed to create variety. It uses tools such as videos, content embedded with graphics, assignments, and discussions to help you learn. The content is then summarized with a conclusion to review what you've learned. Tailor your learning is next. This is what we talked about earlier. Tailor your learning has 2 parts. For review contains resources in case you are not as familiar with the content. It provides additional background and foundation. For advanced study contains resources in case you want to take the concepts further. It's an extension of the information. Some of the articles included in the course are current, reflecting the latest scientific knowledge. Others are foundational, as we also want you to see the original works from which these concepts came. Share with your team comes next. These are articles, videos, and other resources that you can have in your toolbox as you facilitate related to share that with those with whom you are working. Lastly, you'll be given a preview of what's coming up next in the course page. Let's go back out to the outline to continue looking at the remainder of the course. The final piece contained in the course is the description of mentoring for related certification. This is an online mentoring program that we talked about before for those starting to facilitate related who want to support an in vivo learning. It's also what allows you to be certified as a related facilitator. You or your institution can sign up for this. There's a small fee to cover the mentor's time. You will have live weekly video meetings with the mentor as you start your related facilitation work. The mentor will guide you and others in the cohort, if there's a group, through discussions about key concepts, problem-solving challenges, and personalized learning planning. Although this is optional, its completion supports your self-efficacy in the role of a related facilitator and officially certifies you as a related facilitator. It's an opportunity to help you add related to a new system and accommodate its unique factors. For example, what if you are utilizing related in a practice with pre-established quality improvement processes? Or what about a practice with a history of repeated failure with practice change? These and other challenges will be tackled through this online mentoring. More information on this online mentoring is provided on the course page that is dedicated to this. Here you can see it goes through the structure of the meetings, including all of the topics that are covered. And finally, it shows you how you can enroll. For those of you who have not used Canvas before, our course developer, D. Good, has created a tip sheet and an online video guide for you to be able to use to help you as you encounter challenges throughout the course. Please take a look at it before you start and also reference it throughout your taking of the course as needed. Thank you very much for your commitment to helping primary care teams work better together for our patients, especially for patients who have complex medical and other issues going on in their lives. Others have found Related a useful tool for improving care in this way, and that we hope you will too. Let's get started.